It is 6:45, the time now. In less than 6 hours, lawmakers will gather in Baton Rouge for the start of another legislative session. Among the items up for debate this time around, Governor Jeff Landry's plan to lower auto insurance rates. The governor has said this session that he wants to push for the state's fortified roof program and pressure Congress and the Trump administration to revisit FEMA's controversial Risk 2.0 rating there on flood insurance. Also up for discussion, stricter penalties for texting and posting on social media while driving, teacher pay raises, anti-hazing education for college students, and replacing the LEAP test with national standards for school and district accountability. This morning, State Senator Royce Duplessis joins us to talk about this upcoming session, also some bills he's authored. Good morning to you, good sir. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning, Brandon. Thank you for having me.
Got a lot on the table. You also have a lot that you've proposed for this session. Do want to start with the ongoing conversation over insurance reform here in the state. You've got Senate Bill 222 that's on the table that takes a major part of legislation that did pass the last time around, Senate Bill 484, but it really does focus on that. So I'll just have you fill in that part, and that is a guaranteed discount for those who fortify their roofs.
That's right, Brandon. Right now, the law does not require that there be a minimum discount if you fortify your roof. Now, this program was developed by the insurance industry because it benefits the insurance industry. If you fortify your roof, there should be a guarantee that you get a minimum discount. Right now, the law says you're supposed to get a discount, but it's really up to the insurance industry to decide. So my bill, same like we did last year, would require a 20% minimum. That should be the standard. And the good thing is that everybody wins, and we're using state money, so it's good policy, and we think it should pass.
Part of the reason why it didn't go through last time around is that the insurance commissioner, Tim Temple, stumped hard in opposition of it, saying that it should be the market, not the government, driving the rate here. Any indication that there would be potentially a change of heart?
No, I don't see that change of heart from the insurance commissioner, unfortunately. He is a free market commissioner, and we've seen over history that philosophy does not work. Insurance industries are not in the business of charity. They're not here to hand out anything, so they need to be required in many instances that there be a discount, because we haven't done that. And this is a situation, again, where we're using state taxpayer money. So the governor has shown some willingness to support it. He's spoken publicly that it's a good program, and it's something that we should get behind.
You know, this is coming off of some news recently from the Louisiana legislative auditor that did say that the program does work, or at least when you do fortify your roof, they see that it does come with discounts and also fewer losses when a storm does hit, and that the average discount was at about 22%. So if that's already there without factoring in this change, why do we need it?
Well, if the average is 22%, that means that you're getting discounts less than 22%. That's just an average. And the report was a good indicator that the program works, but in any instance, if you spend taxpayer money, or if you come out of pocket to fortify your roof, we should have nobody in this state who gets less than 20% of a discount. So I think it's just good policy. Alabama does it. That's who we've modeled our program after. And if insurance companies don't give the discount, they have to be able to give a good explanation as to why. So that's just an average. We know several instances where people weren't getting any discounts at all, and that's just unacceptable.
Any other conversation about a funding source here? There are other bills from other lawmakers to focus on that, because while there is the Fortified Homes program, the legislature allocated $30 million to it in 2023, $15 million last year, there isn't a set guarantee that the money's going to be there. Should we fix that?
Yeah, that's another step that we'll probably see some work on this session. We appropriated money to the program over the last 2 years. This year going in, we're working on trying to find a dedicated revenue source so we can have continuing funding for the program.
Any other things that you're looking at this session that come to the light here?
Well, this is a tax session, fiscal session, so we're limited in terms of the general bills we can file. There'll be a lot of focus on insurance, homeowners, and auto, but there'll also be a lot of focus on property taxes. I have a bill that will work to try to freeze assessments for people who are in poverty. If you own your home, you shouldn't lose your home as a result of things changing in your neighborhood. So we'll see a lot of debates around issues involving property taxes, because they've also gotten out of control.
Also proposed legislation that takes up something that was on the ballot for those four proposed constitutional amendments. Part of the criticism there was that perhaps lawmakers should take up some of this conversation. Your take on that?
Teacher pay.
Yeah.
We did not address the issue, so that's going to be at the top of the agenda. Teacher pay. We have to find the permanent funding for teachers to get what they deserve. Even a $2,000 permanent pay raise isn't enough for what teachers are giving to our children every year.
All right, State Senator Royce Duplessis, thank you, sir, for
Thank
being
you,
here
Brandon.
this
Appreciate
morning.
you having me.
Thank you. And the regular legislative session does convene at noon today at the state capitol. The session does have to come to end by law on June 12th. We'll be there today. Let you know what happens.